Hey guys, it's your boy King Donald. I'm back with another video. So today I'm going to be doing a new what if. What if Deku was an Ackerman? So you guys don't know what the Ackerman is. I'm not going to explain it. Search it up. So anyways, without further ado,
Let's get started.
so what I'm going to do for what if Deku was Ackerman, I'm going to give Izuku all the Ackerman abilities and etc. So let's just get in. So Izuku would be born and have the somewhat same childhood as he had before until everyone was starting to develop their quirks. And Izuku wondered, where's my quirk coming in? And they're like, huh, maybe you don't have one, Izuku, as joking and all that stuff, the Bakugo things. So Izuku and Bakugo were hanging out, and they decided that's enough for the day. And Izuku, he took the wrong street, and he's like, "Wait, where am I?" Because he is 4 years old, and yeah, they went pretty far from their usual place. So Izuku takes a turn in the wrong place, and it looks really sketchy. And Izuku's getting really scared, like, "Wait, what? Where am I?" And then two guys just come up and Izuku's like, "Where you from, kid?" And Izuku's like, I don't want any trouble. I just want to get home." They're like, No. There won't be any trouble, kid. Just give us what's in your bag and you'll be fine." And Izuku's like, "Well, but I can't." My mom's like, "Come on, kid. Do you really want to do this? Give me your bag." And Izuku's like, "But," and he's like, "All right." And this guy, he's just, well, anyway, so he's like, "All right, kid, you wanna," and he kicks Izuku right in the gut, and he's like, "You see, that's what happened." And Izuku's like, "I'm sorry, I just here." He's like, "No, now you're gone dang and get me pissed off. Now you're gonna suffer the consequences." And he brings out his crew's like, "Ricky, Paul, come here. We're gonna teach this kid a lesson." And they're like, "Are you sure about this, boss? I mean, he's just a kid." "What did I say?" And they're like, "All right." So then they start beating on Izuku, kicking him. And just to remember, for you guys to remember again, Izuku's 4 years old. He's four. And they keep kicking him, and Izuku's like, "Please! Ah, ow, what the?" And Izuku's like, "If this keeps going on, I might just die. Mom, please help." And Izuku's like survival's instincts just kind of kick in, and Izuku just kind of just doesn't really burst off. He just kind of his mind kind of switches on, and he's like, "I gotta survive." And Izuku just has tremendous strength, and he pushes them all off him, and they're like, "Wait, what's wrong with this kid?" And Zuko's looking at them with fury in his eyes and anger, and his quirk starts to develop. And like, "Wait, what the?" And Zuko starts to form blades in his hand. You guys know where I'm going from. He starts to form the Attack on Titans. The blade. Out of his hands, and like, what the heck is this kid? And Izuku just goes at them, and, like, ah! And he just kind of stabs one guy, and it was, and it was the boss, and they're like, "Boss!" And since the boss was stabbed, they're like, "Oh no!" And they start running away. And Izuku, he realizes what he's done, and he's like, "Oh my gosh!" And he looks at the guy, and the guy's like, "Damn you, kid!" And Izuku's like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and he runs away, being tremendously fast. And the guy's like, "What is that kid?" Whatever. And Izuku heads home, and he goes into his, he knocks on the door. He's like, "What?" And the mom's like, "Oh, Izuku, where have you been?" And he's really terrified. She's like, "Wait, what happened, Izuku?" Like, and he just starts to cry in his mom's arms, and the mom's really concerned. And Izuku later on explains what happens, and Inko is quite worried. So they take him to the quirk doctor, and the doctor tells Izuku that he has a quirk, called Blade, and it's wait, what Blade? He's like, yeah. Basically, the quirk is quite simple. You can bring out blades out of your hand, and they quite sharp and durable. It's quite impressive too, and you seem to have extraordinary strength and speed and reflexes too. Huh. It's quite interesting. It's quite an interesting quirk. And Inko's like, oh, is that so? And Izuku remembers him activating the blades, and he's like, oh, I guess it is. And yeah, Izuku, he goes to school next day, and everyone asks, so Izuku, what's your quirk? And Izuku, he's not enthusiastic this time because, and then he just stabbed the man at 4 years old. And he's like, yeah, I have a quirk. And they're like, oh, wait, what's wrong? Is it like a bad quirk? And Zuko's like, no, I think it's a good quirk. It's just, yeah. But anyways, this is my quirk. And he brings out the swords, and they're like, whoa, wait, you can make swords come off your hands? He's like, yeah, and the doctor said I have a tremendous strength too, and speed and reflexes. And they're like, oh, okay, that's good. And Bakugo's he's gonna be like, oh, okay, I guess it's a good quirk, Zuko. Yeah, maybe you could be a hero, but that's a strong maybe. And Zuko's like, yeah, I guess so. And yeah, years go past, and this time Bakugo and Izuku are gonna have a good relationship. They're still gonna be friends since Izuku doesn't have a quirk and everything. And in this, what if Izuku, ever since that day, he's seen he, he's discouraged a little. He's not convinced that he wants to be a hero as much. And Bakugo, he is, and he's trying to convince Izuku all this time. And Izuku's just telling himself, nah, I can't be a hero. And Bakugo's like, well, what are you talking about, Izuku? When we were kids, you always used to talk about this. And Izuku's like, well, yeah, I guess I grew up. And Bakugo's like, oh, what the? So yeah, this will go on until the beginning of the anime, where the teacher announced like what the kids should be doing in the future and all that stuff. And Bakugo does his speech, and he also says that the only ones that are getting in is me and Izuku. And it's like, oh, Bakugo. And it's like, what? But your quirk's good. You know it's good. And Izuku's like, yeah, but maybe I don't want to be a hero, alright? And he's like, you're gonna be a hero, Izuku. I know you. I know you just want to save people. Whatever you're going through, you're gonna get through it, and you're gonna be a hero. It's period. And whatever, Bakugo, I'm heading out. And yeah, the teachers and yeah. So Izuku heads down, and he goes to the same place, saying, I want to go home faster, so I'll just take this route. And he's walking, and then he kind of senses, he's like, huh, what? And then the sludge ring comes out, and it's like, whoa. And it's like, give me your body, kid. I didn't know that freak was in town. And it's like, okay, it's a real villain. And the sludge ring comes running, well, I guess snailing? What would it be? Slugging? Crawling? Whatever. It comes that motion to Izuku, and Izuku kind of dodges it, and he brings out his blades. He's like, oh, quite a dangerous quirk you got there, huh? I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna enjoy using it when I kill people. And Izuku's like, huh? And after he just does a backflip and he dashes towards the sludge ring, he's like, what did you just say? And he kind of slashes the sludge ring, and it cuts off his arm, but he just kind of, I guess, grows it back, and it looks like, oh, okay, I didn't know it was like this. And the sludge ring is like, and he was able to grab Izuku, and he kind of starts suffocating him, and Izuku's like, oh, no, I can't die. And he kind of spins around doing like a blade cut like Levi, kind of breaking him out, and the sludge ring's like, ah, and some of the sludginess came off, and he's like, damn you, kid. I don't care for your body anymore. I'm just gonna go and kill you. And it almost like, I don't think so. And the son's just like, wait, what? And he looks back and almost like, Detroit smash! And he decimates the sludge villain yet again. And Zuko seeing this is just flabbergasted, flabbergasted of all my strength, and he's actually seeing the number one hero right now. And Izuku is starting to kind of fanboy on All Might, saying, "Oh my gosh, oh, I can't believe I'm meeting the number one hero." And it's like, "Oh, what's your name, kid? You fighting that Slytherin was quite brave of you. What's your quirk too?" And it's like, "Oh yeah, I'm Izuku Midoriya, and I have a quirk called Blade." He's like, "Blade? Could you elaborate?" And it looks like, well, basically my quirk is that I can summon these blades out of my hands, and they can sometimes regrow back if it gets cut down. And I have quite impressive reflexes and yeah, and speed and strength, and it's almost like, oh, quite a good quirk you got there. Just make sure not to hurt anyone with those blades. Are you going to be a hero? It looks like, uh, I don't know if I don't think I can be a hero. And all man's like, nonsense. With that quirk of yours, I'm sure you could get places. No, and Zuko's like, no, not because of my quirk. And almost like, kid, I think I know what you're going through. He's like, what? And he's like, I went through this once too. You know, it looks like, what could you possibly think I'm going through? It's like, oh, it's like, kid, I think you're going through is that you don't think you're worthy for being a hero. It looks like, wait, what? And almost like, I knew it. You know, you think that you think that if you be a hero, you won't be reliable and you get people killed, or maybe, yeah, you would get people killed. You won't be able to save them, and you think that's a heavy burden you can't take. You can't trust yourself. And it looks like, yeah, but that's true. I don't know what to do, All Might. I want to be a hero, but I can't trust myself. And All Might's like, why is that? And Izuku's hesitant, and he tells him what happened at night, and All Might kind of just laughs, like, and Izuku's like, why are you laughing? He's like, you see, this happens all the time with people with quirks, you know? You're just a kid. It happens. That's why we gotta control our quirks. That's why you gotta work hard to make them your own. And All Might say, and Izuku kind of hears this. Is like, that's true. And almost like, anyways, kid, you will understand soon. You know, to be a hero isn't all about strength. It's also about, and he goes back into his own small mind form. And Izuku's like, what? You're not All Might? And All Might's like, crap, I forgot that. Oh no. And Izuku is like, where's All Might? And he turns on his quirk. He's like, where did you take All Might? Almost chill, okay, it's me. Alright? Put away your blades. It's okay, it's me, alright? It's All Might. It's like, let me explain. So he explains that his injury and all that stuff, and it looks like, oh, man, I didn't know it was that serious. It's like, yeah, you see, kid, you know, I have this burden, you know, I could turn small mind at any time, like you just saw. So, and that's pretty scary. But I still do it because people are relying on me. People need help. They need their number one hero, and I will be there for them, no matter the cost. You need to realize that too, if you want to be a hero. And Zuko's like, yeah. And I almost like, alright. I would appreciate if you don't tell my secret. And it's like, of course, All Might. And it's like, can you help me take the Slytherin, the villain? And it's like, alright. And they realize the Slytherin is gone. Right? where's the sludge villain? And almost like, oh, we forgot to clean it up. Oh my gosh! And you just hear, and they're like, what's that? And they realize it's coming from the the north. I don't know. And they head over to that direction, and they see it's the sludge villain attack. The sludge villain again, taking over one kid's body, and it looks like, who is that? Is that Bakugo? And almost like, you know that kid? He's like, yeah, he's my friend. And almost like, oh crap, I can't go in my state because crap. And they're like, and people start talking, why aren't the heroes doing anything? They're asking, and Izuku's hearing this, and he's like, I can't. And almost like, are you okay, kid? And he's like, I'm sorry, All Might. I have to. And All Might's like, wait, kid! And Zuko starts running in. And so it's like, oh, it's that kid. Come at me, kid. And Zuko's like, ah! And he starts running. And it turns on his blade quirk again. And he kind of jumps and he kind of does a blade bait, movement like Levi in the air. Not as fast, of course, but still going quite fast a little, and he's able to cut the surgeon's head in half. Like, no, slice it apart, not off his head, but apart. You get me? And the surgeon's like, oh, it just kind of reconnects, and it looks like, oh, I can't do anything, but I can save Bakugo, and he kind of uh dodges the sludge villain, and Izuku's like, ah, and he slices off the part where Bakugo is, and he grabs it, and he's like, catch, and throws it to a hero, and everyone's like, whoa, look at that kid, and Izuku's like, and the sludge is like, you're getting cocky, kid. Last time, I should have killed you then. Come here, and Izuku's like, bring it, and that's when it gets stopped, and almost like, you are something different, kid. I let you do everything while I just stand there. I'll never again. Well, he does the same punch as usual. You know how to stage your smash. I think it was that. And, defeating the sludge villain yet again. And everyone's still impressed. And this time, Mizuki doesn't get scolded. He actually gets praised, being able to save his friend and, standing against the decent chance against the sludge villain. And which no other hero did until All Might came and saved the day. And Zuko's is kind of like, thanks. And he's heading home, walking with Bakugo. Bakugo's like, I know you expected me to say it. And Zuko's like, oh? He's like, thank you. And it looks like, oh, was that so hard to say? Bakugo's like, shut up, that's the only time you're going to be able to get it. Next time, I won't be in that situation. And it looks like, I guess so. Because the next time might be when we're at UA. And Bakugo's like, oh, so you decided you're going to be a hero? It looks like, yeah, after I talked to All Might and Bakugo's like, wait. You talked to All Might? It's like, oh, I forgot to tell you. Yeah, I actually talked to All Might. He was the one that actually got me to become a hero. Like, he convinced me, and Bakugo's like, what do you expect from the number one hero? Of course he's gonna convince you. Bakugo's like, alright, I gotta head out. And Izuku's like, alright then. I'll see you, Bakugo. And they head off, and Izuku's like, kind of happy and, wants to be a hero now. And that's when All Might comes where to do, say, oh, yeah, And he tells Izuku everything about the truth of his injury and one for all, too. And he asks, Izuku Midoriya, do you want to be the ninth user of One for All? And Izuku's starting to think, All Might, how could I pass up on a awesome opportunity like that? And All Might's like, great. Wow, thanks, kid. And Zuko's like, do you really think I could be worthy? And All Might's like, what you displayed there? I think you're more worthy than anyone. Even though you conflicted if you want to be a hero or not, you still jumped in to help save your friend. And how can I defy a great hero like that? And it's kind of just laughs and so how does this work? And it's like we were at this location at this time. I'll explain it to you then. And it's like great. Can't believe I'm getting All Might's quirk. So yeah, that's why I'm gonna leave off today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. This been King Donald.